As we continue with our Native American Indian Heritage Month theme, there is one man in town who has put himself at the center of the conversation, working tirelessly to promote his heritage and ancestry. You may have seen him before at the Corpus Christi Trade Center, where he has a business. Please welcome Larry Running Turtle Salazar joining us. Larry, it's always a pleasure visiting with you. Thank you for being with us this morning. I want to get right into it. As we approach the Thanksgiving holiday, a lot of times people come up to me and they say they see in the news nothing but hate against the Jewish community, against Muslims, against blacks and Native Americans, the LGBTQ community. But Native Americans seem to get that brunt too, and sometimes are put on the back burner when it comes to looking at the history of our world and what we're based on. How do you process this conversation? How do you talk with people that maybe have questions about our ancestry?
Well, what I tell people is that there's so many people in all these communities that are so far separate from their hearts. Everybody's doing this too much. Nothing is coming out of their hearts anymore. So the act of violence is very strongly right now, and division and so many other things that are not good for the community. If we only went back to our heart and listened to the drumbeat of our heart, that would put you back in sync with Mother Earth and everything around you that's beautiful.
What's the current state of, say, Native American heritage here in South Texas? A lot of people don't realize the roots that bridge between Mexico and here in South Texas.
Well, there's a lot of Native Americans that had to hide their identity by taking on Hispanic survival names. And it wasn't not until now that a lot of people had to, they're going to doing their DNA and finding out that our grandparents, or great-grandparents, have hidden it from their people for so many years, and they had to do that in order to survive or to be able not to be so cruel to our children.
Well, as we come into Thanksgiving and it's a holiday, a lot of people celebrate this. They look at the pictures in some of the old school books, the history books, and you see everybody getting along. We know that wasn't quite the situation there, historically speaking. How do we process Thanksgiving? How do you look at this holiday, and what should people take away from it?
Well, to me, to our people, I think what the biggest takeaway is that food is our medicine. Food can become sacred if we only pray for it. Right during your meals, if you say your prayers, and I hope you do, say the prayers to who your creator is, and then pray over your food. Let that food be the medicine that's going to cure you and help you. And don't forget where Columbus, when Columbus came down here, that if it wasn't for our people, they wouldn't have survived. That was the harvest Thanksgiving that they gave.
And that food tends to unite.
It wasn't turkey.
It wasn't turkey. And that food tends to unite and bring people together. Really quickly, you have an event coming up in January where you're inviting the community to come out. Can you please tell us a little bit about that?
Well, the event was a promise that I made to the Spirit people on it was January the 14th of 1984. I made a promise to the spirit world that I was going to be marching up and down that street to drop tobacco, sing our songs, for all the desecration of the burial sites there. Corpus Christi doesn't really realize how sacred that land is to our people. So we have an event where a lot of people come out to celebrate this and to honor prayers. There's so many groups that come down to Corpus Christi just for that sacred site to be able to colonize with their own spirit world and their own spirit people. And there's so many of them. You go by there every once in a while, about once or twice a month, you'll see a different Native community out there doing ceremony. And this pleases me quite well, because that site is very, very sacred to Corpus Christi. Only Corpus Christians don't realize that, at least not yet.
Larry Running Turtle, we really do appreciate your insight. I know you personally as a friend. I think you're an incredible person. You carry a great spirit with you. And if you haven't had a chance to meet Larry, I highly suggest going out to the Trade Center to just stop and have some quick conversation. People will get to know you and understand what you're all about, sir. So thank you, and best of luck to you. Thank you for spending time with us this morning.